Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, presenting 7 ways why drama is my comfort zone reactions. So I'm awake and aware there to understand my yesterday's drama and trauma activated through my daily events, encounters, and experiences in the here and now. With my subconscious mind is always present moment. It doesn't understand time. It stays right here. As I now understand and admit, I live subconsciously in a conscious world. Even though I think I'm doing this and I think I'm doing this, yet I live within the patterns of my subconscious mind and the habits that I ingrained in my subconscious mind. So when I awaken to this, I rise and energize my fresh foresight, unleashing my subconscious mind to understand my subconscious mind is habit-based. That's why trauma and drama are actually habits and a comfort zone within us. And for many reasons, but everything inside my life is inside that comfort zone. And so like waking up and going to work, eating meals, staying hydrated, resting, become habits, ingrains us and through an automatic processing ability of our minds. So when you stay in the mind, you're binded in habits. And what's really good is the unconscious mind controls some of our actions without us being consciously aware it's even occurring. And see, the thing that the subconscious mind does, it interprets everything literally. So when the subconscious mind interprets everything literally without distinguishing between the good, bad, and the indifferent, the things we desire and things we don't desire. So if you repeatedly tell yourself that you will fail, you'll fail. And as the subconscious mind may make it a reality too. So when you say, like, I lost my keys, I can't find my keys, don't forget the keys, you're going to forget the keys because the subconscious mind doesn't understand negative words like not, won't, can't. It goes right by it. And so whatever you think, your subconscious mind will try to bring it to you because it's like the magnet to the universe. And if you don't like something and you don't want something and you say something like, don't forget this, or I hope this, I failed, or I'm going to fail, well, you're setting yourself up for it. That's the reason I have a liberating lingo. I got all the words I express are outside of the subconscious mind representations. Like I use expand instead of change, liberate instead of forgiveness, and heal. See, the subconscious mind has no representation for them words, but it has representations and events for forgiveness and all that. So when you want to rise and shine with your divine prosperity and instructions given by the mind without reasoning or judgment, whether you believe in your abilities or doubt yourself, your subconscious mind will act accordingly. See, the subconscious mind is concerned with the present moment. Yet, while we daydream about our future or reminisce about our past, our conscious mind is actively engaged, and the human mind tends to dwell on the past. And see, that's something I understand. We dwell on the past because we've never risen to express the present moment prowess within ourselves. And Well, it dwells on the past and future while the subconscious mind is focused on the here and now. So it's in your highest interest to pay attention to our dialogue, such as affirming, I'm successful. I am wise and energized to enjoy today with a free flowing energy of expanding energy. And never say I will be successful, I will. Say I am. Because you want to make it very, very alert to the subconscious and the unconscious. And see, the subconscious mind is like a computer CPU. See, the subconscious mind can be likened to a computer processing unit. How computers were inspired by the workings of our brain, our bodies operate in a similar fashion. So, as you're out here doing this, but everything you hear, the unconscious and subconscious mind record, and especially everything you say, it records it. The subconscious mind being more potent than the mind rapidly processes amounts of sensory information and relays it back to our brain almost instantaneously. Our subconscious mind is probably the fastest computer in the world. And, as my unrealized comfort zone emotion images and description create the way I react to my daily experiences, because that's a habit and the images are all formed in the subconscious mind, and it's just rampant and rapid. And when we activate the unprocessed emotions of our life, we go into kind of an unsavory flow of energy within ourselves. Because the unprocessed emotions from traumatic experiences and dramatic experiences, people may use the trauma and drama trying to get sympathy, but the way the traumatic instance and trauma instances awaken you, you go right into the age that happened. And then you kind of stay stuck in there. And first thing we do, as soon as trauma sets in, we try to find somebody that's going to listen to us. And that is something I understand about myself. I used to go looking for people. Oh my God, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And all it was is I was using my traumatized habits to control my life. Drama and trauma are habits. You can say what you want, do what you want, but to me, they're habits. And we use that habit to stay the same in our life. And another time in your life, the subconscious mind understands the here and now. It don't understand when that event happened because it thinks it's right here, right now. And as the subconscious and unconscious desires to keep you safe, that's what their biggest thing is. It may be unsavory to your conscious mind, but to your subconscious and unconscious, they think that incident or experience was to keep you safe. So that's what the subconscious mind really does. And something I've noticed since I kind of I've risen out of it and start speaking with words that aren't my subconscious mind and mind can't latch onto as an incident, such like expand, energize, enterprise, questions, inner rising revelations. See, that instigates the travel and temerity within myself to rise. So as your daily scampers present you with events, encounters, and experiences, from the here and now, the subconscious mind triggers whatever the best representation they have for that event. They say that guy's acting like a 2-year-old. He is, because that's the age that that event occurred. See, the subconscious mind never grows up. It never matures. It stays the same. Whatever it ingrains today will be the same in there years from now. So you react to your here and now, leaves you thinking it happened back there. But the subconscious mind brings it to right here. It thinks it's happening now. And that was for your highest good. And that's what the subconscious mind wanted you to understand. So that's why the subconscious mind, and that's why habits are so hard to get out of, because they're ingrained in the subconscious mind. It's like any addiction. The subconscious mind thinks that addiction is keeping you safe, even though it may be doing something very harmful. That is something I really understand and I've really opened up to. The thing that allows the subconscious mind to quiet down is questions, inspiration, questions, and rhymes. I chime the rhyme to rise and shine today. And the subconscious mind, that entertains the brain and the subconscious landscape with a fresh way of looking at life. And see, the thing we've been stuck in all of our life is trying to think and know our way out of yesterday. And we'll never think and know our way out of anywhere. We can listen, question, and it with inspiration, rise out of it. But everything you think and know is going to bestow you into the images and descriptions, emotions, and the feelings of that event. And here's something else I discovered for myself. Just because a psychiatrist or somebody else does this, be open to discovering your own way and then allowing them to show you the way. But it's how do you rise out of being stuck in yesterday? That's what this is all about. I liberate me from me today. Tantalizing optimism, dawning appreciation, yesing I'm a blessing. See, and it's the words you wake up saying in the morning are the most liberating where it is. And like some people use, I'm enough. I'm liberated. I'm sovereign. I'm free-flowing energy. Just get three words, maybe 4, that make you feel like you're the real sassy deal of the world. But we stay in the negativity of life because we've been taught negativity. And I'm 68 years old, and now I look back and says, I was ingrained with a negative outlook on life, with a pessimistic outlook on life all my life, because I tried to think and know from yesterday, and everything I taught myself to think and know was from what other people wanted me to know. So when you rise out of think and know to understand, think, know, use understand, and for think, use inspiration and questions. And if you use the inspiration, and that'll liberate you from the thinking in the same way. If you listen to the world, just don't just listen. Let it flow through. You want to hear the world and let it go right through. You hear everything that's holding us back, but they never speak about what will liberate us from our history. We've been taught the misery history of all of our life to stay in the same place every year. You look at the world. I'm 58 years old, but from 55 to today, I don't see where we've risen. In fact, how has education actually taught us to live in the past and go down? That's something I've really awakened to as I've watched the education system. It doesn't want us to rise, and it's become more like to me, education is has a third world enslaving mindset flowing through it. As education is all secondhand information of what other people want you to think and know, and that's how they want you to experience your life. But however, what they don't understand is the wisdom, insight, clarity, inspiration, and your sleek, unique talents that'll ballet you through life with a bold audacity, loving life every day, tantalizing your inner whys. You're going to listen your way out of every situation. The first thing you will do is listen your way out of everything. See, the past never really happened because when it's instigated here, it's instigated right here. It instigates you from the present moment. So if you can open up and to understand all your past events that you relive up here happened right in front of you. So it's about rising out of your past to the here and now. That's why healing the past never liberates you. It keeps you stuck because that memory of that thing is still alive, is still flowing through you. That's why liberation is living internal, bold, enterprising, rebellious, adventurous, trend-setting energy today. It's about letting go internally. And see, liberate, when you say liberate, how do you feel right in here? I feel freedom. And see, we said, and something else I'm going to say here, and I'll have a class on it coming up, but when you say heal, and you're going to heal this, you go into the memory of it, and the memory never leaves. You may soothe it over so there's no trauma left, but that is a frozen in time representation inside you. How many times have you forgive somebody, then 3 days later that same event happens and you go right back into the same trauma and drama? That's something I really want people to open up to understand. Trauma and drama are behavioral habits because we've used it to get sympathy, used it to get out of trouble when you was a kid. We've used it many ways, and now the subconscious mind thinks that's a safety net, and it's really the same. But it's really about liberation. There's zero memory involved. Liberation is a free-flowing energy of emancipating wisdom, insight, and clarity. This is the question I had to answer myself today. How do you use trauma and drama to get sympathy to appease your insecurities and immaturities? That's something you'll have to answer for yourself, but that is when I said this, I get to look in the mirror. Sometimes that guy. But anyway, but how do you use drama and trauma to stay comfortable in yesterday? And how does trauma and drama send you into victim programming and have a profound lingering impact at your, because trauma most of the time is unprocessed emotions and feelings and events in your subconscious mind that is wound and bound in the memories of that. And as soon as that memory activates, you go into the trauma of the event. I've been to many of these hypnotherapy schools, and you go in let's say you go in January, you come back in March for the next session. The same people have the same trauma and drama. It's because they've never addressed it and liberated themselves from it. That is why liberation, inspiration, question, comprehend over learning, and wisdom and revelations liberate you from yesterday. See, basically, all this stuff we're going through, when you can open up to experience the now, question yourself, listen, comprehend the situations, because the only one that's really involved in all your situations is you. You're the common denominator of everything. So when you can open up to that and ask questions, and you can understand where them raw emotions are hiding in you and start questioning them. And the best way to question them is just go to a quiet place, get a piece of paper and a pencil or pen, and just start writing down everything that comes to you. Don't qualify it. Don't do anything. make sure you take it. Sometimes it happens quickly, sometimes it doesn't, but it will eventually come out, and you will feel a calmness, and you will, once you hit the right set of something, you'll be feel the liberation. Thing to do though is make sure you do it in the park or by a river, but make sure there's a breeze blowing so you can blow all that uh, cantankerous confetti away. And as you're leaving the park, just start ripping that paper up. When you walk by the trash can, you just drop it in and you keep walking to liberate you from you. That's what this is all about. All you're really doing is liberating you from your habits, your trauma habits, sugar, whatever it is. You're liberating yourself from that. Understand why trauma and drama create victim mentalities, because trauma and drama reinforce the negative self-perception. And you get into, oh my God, why did this happen to me? And, you go into your little rants of can't, and you stay the same. And a lot of times, me, I'm 100%. I'm the victim of my own thinking, knowing circumstances. And mindset, I rose out of mindset. I don't use that. I use scenarios, the sovereign scenarios of my life, because sovereign is unattached to outside sources. So if you can use sovereign liberation or sovereign expansion, but you get away from it, because it's hard to break free from something that is a representation in the subconscious mind. And it's a subconscious representation, we feel powerless. And here's the thing, we're not. We are liberated entrepreneurs on an autodidact adventure. Autodidact is sovereign education, self-education. But you want to be the autodidact adventurer of your life. The drama and trauma is an emotional overwhelm, feeling helpless. And that's what it is. But it's an emotional overwhelm. But when trauma and drama happen, we go into what we understand, and that is this, and then we go into being the victim of our own thinking. See, that's the thing about all thinking and knowing, and being the victim of it, you're inside it. And when these emotions aren't processed and resolved, they create a cycle of victimitis, crapitis, because you always got that octave nerve between your butt and your eye engaged, and you see a crappy outlook on life. And see, something about that is that's where professionals come in, is right there. So they can get you to that unresolved emotional state, and then they can help you liberate yourself from that. See, if you start saying, I wake up in the morning, my first 3 words are, I'm liberated from everything and I'm sovereign. And learned helplessness attention is sympathy. And trauma, drama, insecurity, going to mom and dad, looking for others to find your way out of it, that just perpetuates a cycle of individuals to continue to identify themselves as a victim of their own thinking. So if you keep having trauma and drama, hypnotherapy works great. Don't be afraid, or don't be thinking you're tough and you don't have to do this. Reaching out for support, that's all it is. It's a support of liberation for you to walk away. And that's what Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is about. I took the word therapy out of hypnoacuity because I want people to have the confidence, courage, and the audacity to walk away from everything with an enterprising wizardry. And as we go through this, now, when you rise out of the trauma and drama of yourself, you're going to feel emotional freedom. It's letting go of the past. It's letting go of the things that haunt you now. See, that's the thing. Trauma and drama is here and now. It may have been embedded back there, but it's actually present moment. Emotional freedom opens up the space inside you for joy, peace, and enterprising emotions with an enterprising prowess to walk through life with the greatest ease, to facilitate and participate in your life with an enterprising wizardry. And what rising out of trauma and drama is personal liberating expansion and resilience. The process of rising out of trauma and drama fosters your enterprising wizardry to dance on your halos of Hellraiser's audacity, loving optimism every day. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. But trauma and drama, when you rise out of it, is liberation for you. I liberate me from everything. And I'm a sovereign savant on a spiritual voyage. There's something for you to go with. And my website's mycowboywisdom.com. And may your life always be a blessing as you are a blessing to me in the world. Thank you.